Basim! I knew such is the life.
Knowledge is a
What have you learned?
rot run. The order is. I have stopped them for.
Any idea about
I have my suspicions.
that fragile?
The clues I have gathered.
An informal gathering of... Go! Spy out this Fazl with care. But if Fazl is guilty in the law...
Before I act, I will be sure.
Hey, that's your face on the poster!
Best I stay hidden.
These things are cute. Where are the city gone? Hey,
The
that's your
Symposium
face
should
on
be
the poster!
here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom.
لا يستطيع الخليفة فعل شيء حيال الجريمة لقد أعددت للتو بعض
I
الطعام.
am excited about Fazil's lecture. He will share the wisdom.
Nonsense. We have already learned everything.
Pardon me.
Fazil Fahim's in the meantime.
الشعور بالأمان من الفيضان هنا أبداً. أتذكر كان منذ عامين الذي ماتت فيه
المأمونية, the poets.
عنده أفضل الصفحات سلة مليئة بالمعجنات الحلوة. تبين أن الكتاب الذي عثروا عليه في برقة من تأليف أخيده، وكان من المعتقد أنه يدار بين الحكمة ومدار المياه. إنها
Where is Arim? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons, for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
الطريقة التي يقترفون بها حساب مواقع القبا باستخدام
I told you I'd... These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders. Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
This. Is this what you wanted?
Yes, it reminds...
A drawing.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to...
Why?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes...
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. Refuse to look at. This is about...
I took an oath, Path of Shadows.
And maybe someday you will find that, but until then, I will walk by...
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
To begin, I should return to the Kahraman. Pardon me.
Indeed it is.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today, I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe.
Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. and I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work. It is true. Fazil leads the Order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
The old fraud.
Where is the compromise? I used to complain about the shortness of the lecture. I remain profoundly unedified.
Did you see the powerful terror on the great scholar's face?
He looked like somebody about to get his
The
skull
old
ripped.
fraud Fazil went into hiding.
Forget I mentioned it.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement.
A secret basement?
No, not at all.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Never mind. I will look around on my own.
As you wish.
Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fazil's greatest work.
Looks
I've
clear.
lost Fazil's
I
greatest
can use
work.
my weapons again if needed.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazil's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase. That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume. Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell. I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest. This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
Face death! We don't lie. You're doomed!
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is, "Those who came before are those who shall return." This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here.
Again I ask, those who came before are...
Are those who shall return.
Correct! You may proceed.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Got you! Hey. One slip, blood bag! Pay attention to your master, dog! Nobody's putting me in that thing. Not ever.
Don't worry. We've got plenty. Don't worry. We've got plenty of volunteers.
You can pull my teeth out with...
Hold it!
I will kill you!
Trouble about. Feel it. Not so.
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those ropes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
Please, take me back there. I don't belong here.
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder? We called this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance. Science is the
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to the bin.